of Shan Masood.
Yeah, he started nicely as Shan Masood. He's come in and looked to be positive. He's been pretty good with his movements. That was a nice positive drive down the ground. We didn't see that in the first test match. He was a little bit tentative at times. The feet weren't really moving and those balls were not being driven. So it's nice to see him in a positive frame of mind. That'll make him feel very good.
Now change of angle from Tashkeen Ahmed round the wicket. His numbers against left-hand batters not quite as impressive as against the right-hand batters in his test career. He's gotten 22 scalps against the right-handers at an average of just under 23. And just 9 wickets against left-handers at an average of 68. And hence why just trying the change round the wicket now to Shan Masood.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I like the fact that he's giving the ball a chance, giving it all the opportunity to swing and get through these defences. Shan Masood equal to the task so far. He's a man that we saw wants to be positive. He's got to make sure he gets that balance right. Make sure he waits for it in his area. 4 slips. And a leg gully.
It squares him up just slightly, does scamper down to the other end. He does get caught up slightly tentative in that forward press, that tentative press forward where he's in between Shan Masood. And then because it's in line with the stumps, he's almost forced to throw his bat at it. There was similar dismissals both inside. The first one was off the inside edge, the second one of the toe end of the outside edge for Shan Masood in this first test.
Just looking at the field, I'd like to see point just come in a little bit tighter. Just don't want any of the batsmen getting off strike. Oh, it's an absolute jaffa. That's the delivery. The one that just holds itself from around the wickets.
बॉटल पे दिए क्यूआर कोड को स्कैन करो and find the code under the bottle cap. कोड के साथ अपनी डिटेल्स व्हाट्सएप करो to 032 Coca-Cola and जीतो ट्रिप टू दुबई या ढेरों कोक स्टूडियो इनामात.
जरासीम से भी बचाए और महंगाई से भी.
लीटर स्प्राइट की बोतल अब खरीदो 1.5 लीटर की प्राइस में 500 ml मुफ्त मुफ्त मुफ्त. 2 लीटर की ठंड मिले सिर्फ 200 रुपए में. इससे पहले आपकी जायज ठंड कोई और ले जाए अपनी 2 लीटर स्प्राइट ले आए.
It's equally well played. Finish to the over, 5 done.
अब सिर्फ 100 रुपए में.
क्यूआर कोड को स्कैन करो and find the code under the bottle cap. कोड के साथ अपनी डिटेल्स व्हाट्सएप करो to 032 Coca-Cola and जीतो ट्रिप टू दुबई या ढेरों कोक स्टूडियो इनामात.
Offer available in selected cities only.
दो लीटर स्प्राइट की बोतल अब खरीदो 1.5 लीटर की प्राइस में 500 ml मुफ्त मुफ्त मुफ्त. 2 लीटर की ठंड मिले सिर्फ 200 रुपए में. इससे पहले आपकी जायज ठंड कोई और ले जाए अपनी 2 लीटर स्प्राइट ले आए. वजारत स्प्राइट.
Offer available in selected cities only.
जरासीम से भी बचाए और महंगाई से भी.
Once again leaves the outside edge of Shan Masood. Bangladesh bowlers making the ball talk here.
Yeah, both openers coming around the wicket. A very distinct ploy to both of these left-handers. And you can see why this ball angled in and just holds itself. It was actually quite well played by Shan Masood. He didn't chase it or go fishing for it. He held his line, so that's all you can do.
What he needs to be careful here is with the angle in, the one that keeps coming on with the angle. And as in Abdullah Shafiq is the one that he has to be more careful of because it brings the ball through the gate. LBW in play as well. Yeah, scampers through again for one, gets down the other end.
This was the first test, and these were the two dismissals. That one just coming back. I think in hindsight, he can count himself a little bit unlucky, but there was a gap between bat and pad. I mean, this was a shot that Sean would probably rather forget. It was loose, it was outside off stump. So a combination of tightening up, playing really, really close to his body. He's doing well at the moment by getting off strike. That's what he has done well. So he's been busy. You know, they always say the best end to bat when the ball's seaming around is at the non-striker's end.
That's well watched in the end, but that was the one that continues on with the angle. You can see by the reaction. Go slightly wider of the crease as well. It was similar what Taskin Ahmed did to Abdullah Shafiq. That final delivery of that over was the widest release off the crease. It was a similar situation that Saim Ayub found himself in. Pakistan was 16 for 3 in that first innings, in the first test, and Saim Ayub, even then, I thought was good in his judgment of when to leave the ball in particular. He was confident with his defense. Earlier start here, remember in the first test, we lost the first session. The sun had been beaming down on the surface. Might be a little bit more prolonged that this ball keeps talking. A play and a miss. This is a really good exhibition of Test cricket bowling here from the Bangladesh seamers.
Yeah, it's relentless, isn't it? It's consistent. The length is absolute key here. Have a look. Really lures the left-hander in. That's where Saim Ayub's got to be really careful. Balls like that, unless they're right underneath your eyes, should be played with more caution. Under your eyes, play for the ones, look for the ones and twos rather than trying to go after it. So they're holding their length. Good communication between both bowlers, coming around the wicket, honing in at these two left-handers. Again, it's well played and it's good running. Under the eyes, ends the over. 6 done, 15 for 1.
जरासीम से भी बचाए और महंगाई से भी।
2 लीटर स्प्राइट की बोतल अब खरीदो 1.5 लीटर की प्राइस में 500 ml मुफ्त 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 2 लीटर की ठंड मिले सिर्फ 200 रुपए में। इससे पहले आपकी चॉइस ठंड कोई और ले जाए, अपनी 2 लीटर स्प्राइट ले आए। वजारत स्प्राइट।
Offer available in selected cities only.
बॉटल पे दिए QR कोड को स्कैन करो एंड जीतो ट्रिप टू दुबई या ढेरों कोक स्टूडियो इनामात।
लक्स, हमारा बेस्ट सोप ग्लो के लिए अब सिर्फ 100 रुपए में।
जरासीम से भी बचाए और महंगाई से भी।
लक्स, हमारा बेस्ट सोप ग्लो के लिए अब सिर्फ 100 रुपए में।
Finished 10:30 p.m. last night. Taskin round the wicket. Short ball. He does bowl that short ball well. He's quick with the bouncer. So far, it's been impressive from Bangladesh. Good morning, Athar Ali Khan. With a smile on his face, as usual.
Well, I've got to take my hats off for the ground staff. I think they've done incredibly well to make sure. Have a look at this. This was yesterday. And to get the ground ready, prepared, Play starting at 9:45. Well done. Magnificent work from the ground staff.
Lovely channel, carrying through nicely. Now this be interesting how the moisture lasts on the surface. Tommy Hemmings, the creator, he was of the opinion that there'll be good bounce and carry, especially up front. So far, we've seen evidence to that. Now, as this pitch dries up or as the moisture leaves the surface, will it then be much easier for the batter, especially Tony Hemmings, especially after the new ball. He's very happy with what's happening right now.
Well, you've got to give him the credit. I know there are a lot of discussions on regarding to how the surface played, but I'm sure to produce a result on a pitch, I'm talking about the first test match, on a pitch which looked really good for batting. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see on the surface. On day 5, it should be a difficult pitch to bat on. And that's exactly what happened.
And the right result, Athar.
Absolutely spot on. Historic one for Bangladesh. They're in with a chance to wrap up the series. They've started well. What a rip-up from Taskin Ahmad. Babar Azam padded up. We'll be hoping that he gets among the runs. Taskin Ahmad expected to play, was not available because they're playing a 4-day match when this was happening. That's the match summary. 4-48 for 6 at that stage. Who would have thought that it would end up in favor of Bangladesh, and that too by 10 wickets. 565, a monumental innings from Mushfiqur Rahim. Yes, 171 from Rizwan was exceptional. But then what happened in the second innings? They were bowled out for 146. Medius and Miraj picking up a 4 and Shakib Al Hasan also picking up 3. Bangladesh only needed 30. What a win. What a win for Bangladesh. Their first ever against Pakistan on a day where Nazmul Santos celebrated his birthday. It's a good present, isn't it? From his teammates.
Yeah, much better than a chocolate cake, that's for sure. But he'll be hoping for more. Now, once he's got that taste of victory, there is a test series victory, away test series victory on the line here. This is the test match that they could really go on and make even more history. It'd be massive if Bangladesh can walk away after the test series, having won a test series away from home. Maiden from Taskin, it's 15 for 1.
बॉटल पे दिए QR कोड को स्कैन करो एंड जीतो ट्रिप टू दुबई। जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *77
लक्स, हमारा बेस्ट सोप ग्लो के लिए अब सिर्फ 100 रुपए में।
जरासीम से भी बचाए और महंगाई से भी।
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज, मेरी सुपर पावर।
Previous test match as well, where they were spot on with the new ball. No freebies given. Hassan from round the wicket. Slightly full this time, but you don't mind that. First session, new ball, you want the batter to come on to that front foot. This is a fabulous delivery that has jagged back, seam back. Typical Taskin, hitting the deck and getting the ball to nip back in. Yeah, Pakistan's been struggling, especially that top order with Abdullah Shafiq, Shan Masood and obvious Babar Azam. Babar Azam's lack of form has coincided with the decline in Pakistan's test match cricket.
Yeah, if you look at that graphic, there's only 100 in those 14 matches between those three players. 13 for Babar Azam. Has been a struggle. Ideal conditions for bowling at the moment. Good toss to win for Bangladesh. And it's shown some good discipline here.
Tries on the up. Little aerial, but gets away with it. Shan wants 3. They come back quickly for the third. Good running. Shan obviously kind of player who likes pat on ball, and he just chased slightly wider one. Gets away with it.
Yeah, I thought just losing a little bit of concentration. I know it's hard for the batters to look for runs, but whenever they have an opportunity to free their arms, they want to go on to score runs. Andre Adams talking to his bowlers, just having a bit of a chat with Taskin Ahmed. He's been very impressive. Taskin Ahmed, what an opening over from him. I thought it was a ripper that got Shafiq. We're talking about Abdullah Shafiq. He's the one who got that 100 we're talking about. Have a look at that. Yeah, he's got 100, which was eventually turned into a double 100 against Sri Lanka in Colombo in July 2023. And that has been the problem. And if you have someone right at the top of the order getting a double 100, then the team relies so much. But it has been a disappointment, not just from him, but also the rest of the two batters. That has been the problem. Ahmed Jamal.
Saim Ayub absorbing the pressure. He's had a tough start to international cricket as Saim Ayub. Very talented. Spoken of as one for the future, one player who's got all the shots. Can he now get into international cricket and make it count? So far, all of international cricket, he's averaging 16.12. This includes Test match cricket and T20I. So international cricket, he's not yet conquered.